Hello and welcome back, or welcome. I am Book Love Lorna and today I'm bringing you yet another massive book haul, basically. Today is March and April's books, so the books that I purchased over the last 2 months, and it's a lot. I haven't read as many as I bought, so far in the year we're not doing well for how many I've read versus how many I've bought. Someone needs to stop me. I don't know how to recommend stopping me because it's just out of control at this point. I mean, of what I've bought, I've probably read like one book. So that's good. Yeah, we might as well just get into it because there's a lot to get through. Now, I'll share them in the order that I purchased them. So going back to the beginning of March, some of these actually I didn't purchase, some of them were gifted to me. So, you know, it's not all me. So first one in March that I got my hands on, this one was actually a present. It is Let It Go, which is the Frozen Twisted Tale. My goodness, my mind completely went blank then. I've not read it yet. I need to go through, I think, and I'm gonna read all of the Twisted Tales at once maybe. I mean, that sounds great, doesn't it? But will I achieve that and organise myself enough for that? I don't know, but that would be ideal. So yeah, not read that yet. If you don't know anything about the Twisted Tales, essentially they're a twist on the Disney normal stories. They are Disney books, but so this is what if Anna and Elsa never knew each other? So what would be different? Like the entire storyline would be different. They just change one thing and then you get a completely different storyline. So that's interesting. And I'm just dropping books right now. Now, next we have We Ride Upon Sticks by Quan. This was in my books I want to read soon video. I haven't read it yet. This is a problem, like this is something that I could start today, but I've got so many others that I want to start like today. Bit problematic at the moment. So many books that I want to read, which I should, if I stop buying them, then I wouldn't have this problem, would I? But yeah, I talked about this one in that video, so I won't touch on that one too much, but I bought that one because Books and Lala, Kayla, is massive on it, and I was like, that sounds good, so I bought it. This one here next, I mean, you know this is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix in the Hufflepuff edition. It was a good price and it was the next one in the series for me to purchase, so I purchased it. So technically I've read this, not read this specific edition, but I don't plan to read my Hufflepuff editions anyway because they're too pretty. I plan to read the illustrated ones, which I don't know if there's actually one more out that I need to get. Anyway, this one, technically I've read it because I've read the story, I just haven't read this physical copy. But it's so pretty. Look, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Next in the month of May, I bought Blood Orange by Harriet Tice because it was like £2 online and I was like, how can I say no? Like, if I see a book for that cheap, I'm gonna buy it. And I'm sure it's like a Richard and Judy recommended book club thing. I think if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what I mean. It says, a damaged marriage, a toxic affair, a dark obsession. Ooh. And there's like a cut glass on the front, so I feel like this is going to be very dramatic. Probably won't take me too long to read, actually. Writing's quite big, and there's not too many pages. So, you know, I could get to that one soon. I won't, because there's a lot of books to read. But hey ho. Now, this one here, Inside the Ballerina by Chloe Oppenshaw. This was sent to me to review, so I'm going to start this one soon. So I didn't actually pay for this one. This was sent in exchange for my thoughts, which I haven't done yet, but I will. I've got so many books to review at the moment that I'm just drowning in them. Drowning. Next, one that I've read. The Midnight Library by Haig. I actually read this last week. Was it last week? I can't remember. Everybody was going mad for it. I was like, I should read it really, and it wasn't very big. Didn't take me very long. Quite enjoyed it. I will talk more about it in my, what month are we? My May wrap up. But yeah, it's quite a good purchase. Probably don't have a need to keep it on my shelf now that I've read it. So at the end of the year, probably unhaul it. But it's just because I don't have an interest in rereading it, although I did enjoy it. Next, we have Close to Home by Cara. I can't remember why I purchased this one. I think it was a bit reduced, maybe. Oh no, I think I used my W.H. Smith's voucher again. This is the first book in the D.I. Adam Fawley, is that right? D.I. Adam Fawley series. I said before, I read the most recent one, which was called... I can picture the cover, but I can't tell you what it's called. It's black. I don't know. It's got a glass of like bubbles on it, like champagne. What is the book called? Right, okay, never mind. I've read the most recent one, which was silly, but I read it for a review. And now I want to read the series. Almost hit myself. So I bought that one. And I will, oh yeah, a D.I. Adam Fawley thriller, because I really enjoyed the most recent one, so I'd like to read the series. So I need to read this one, and then I will be purchasing the rest in the series, but I haven't yet, just in case I don't like the first one. We also have Not the Type by Camilla Furlo. Again, just also hit myself in the face and don't know how to say Furlo. This is Camilla's autobiography. I believe it's an autobiography. And I just find her really interesting. So I was like, why not? That's a bit of me. Didn't want to get in hardback, so I've waited until it's come out in paperback. And paperback, not gonna lie, it's not as pretty, but it'll do. And then the last book that I purchased in March was $4.50 from Paddington, Agatha Christie, just because I'm collecting these special editions and it's so pretty. So I've now got 6 of these. My collection is doing quite well. I just need to read them. But as I've said before, these are ones that I won't read out of the house. These will be read in the house only because I don't want to ruin them. So that's all of March's books. That was 9 books that I bought in March, which was more than I read. I think I read like 6 or 7, something along those lines. So oops, but you know, technically I've already read 2 of them. Yeah, it doesn't help my case, does it? At all, really. But yeah, 9 books in March. The next month is worse because I went book shopping at Bookish in Crickhowell, which, if you want to see my book shopping trip, go and watch. I think it'll be my last video. Yeah, I went a bit crazy. Oh well. Okay, first in April. This one was a late Christmas birthday present. It is Aladdin and the Arabian Nights in the leather-bound Barnes & Noble edition. I mean, is that not just so beautiful? And it's got gold edges. I mean, I love these editions so much. I mean, oh, look at the detail. Oh, it looks so good. And there's little drawings in there and everything. I haven't read any of my Barnes & Noble editions. I'm currently just collecting them. I could just do with like, no, actually, no, I take it back. I was going to say I could do with like, you know, a period of like staying at home, but we've done that for like a year. And I still didn't read them. So I don't know what's going to make me read them, but one time I will. So that's the first one. That was a gift from my friend. The next one that I purchased in April was How Do You Like Me Now by Holly Bourne. Again, I think it was like on a discounted price, or I just had a bad day and wanted to order a book. Yeah, I think that's right, actually. And that one was a decent price, so I ordered it. And I was so excited when I got Book Post because, you know, you can't beat a cheeky bit of Book Post, can you really? Next, we have the books that I bought in Bookish when I went on my book shopping trip. I won't really talk about these much because I talked about them in that video. So we have Frankenstein by Jeanette Winterston. We have Solitaire by Alice Oseman. Welsh Fairy Tales, Myths and Legends by Claire Fayers. And then also from Bookish, I'm trying to carry my books, we've got Nick and Charlie Novella, it's a signed copy, by Alice Oseman. Tiger by Polly Clark. That is quite a cool cover, I think. Personally, in my opinion, that's a cool cover. And then we have Sheets by Brenda Thumler. Not Brenda, I'm so sorry. It's Brenna Thumler. I just put a D in there and took out an N, which is a graphic novel, which I'm looking to purchase more graphic novels, so if you have any recommendations, please put them down below, because I'm really enjoying a graphic novel at the moment. So that's April so far, including the books that I bought at Bookish. I bought 2 Lisa Jewell books in the supermarket because I could get them on a good offer and they were cheaper than getting them online. Invisible Girl and The Third Wife. I've not actually heard of The Third Wife, and I don't know how I've missed that one, but I saw it on the shelf and I was like, never heard of that Lisa Jewell book before, but it's actually quite a few years old. Was it 2015 or something like that? Let's have a look. Let's have a little look-see. 2014. So, yeah, I've not heard of it. I've got her, like, old love story books, but I didn't know that she started doing thrillers in 2014. But this one says, 1 man, 3 marriages, a tangled web of lies. Ooh. What does this one say? Invisible Girl. You don't see her, but she sees you. Midnight in Midnight in an area of urban wasteland where cats hunt and foxes shriek. The girl is watching. I'm not very good at reading out loud, nor am I very good at reading in a dramatic way. So yeah, I'm sure they'll both be very dramatic. And I just enjoyed The Family Upstairs so much that I'm just buying all of her thrillers, even though I haven't read them yet. I'm just like, yeah, in my basket it goes. Next we have The Road Trip by Beth O'Leary. I have read this one. So in this whole video so far I've read 3, which is, you know, could be worse, could be worse. This is a signed edition from Beth. This was I think I purchased this one from Waterstones. Read this one. It was not my fave. It's not awful, hit myself. It's not awful, it's just not my fave. It's a bit just not as good as the flat share, and I think the flat share just was so good. My expectations are so high. I enjoyed the switch, but not as much as the flat share. This one was kind of like, well, it was quite heavy, I thought. Quite negative. Is negative the right word? Yeah, maybe a bit. Wasn't a massive fan, but you know, if the flat share wasn't necessarily like your fave, you might enjoy this because you might enjoy a different style of book, whereas I thought the flat share was like, oh my god, amazing. So you can't win them all. You can't win them all. And now the next one I've also read, which is Heartstopper Volume 4 by Alice Oseman. I just love the Heartstopper series, not gonna lie to you. This is amazing, and I could read about Nick and Charlie all day, every day, and I would never get bored, and just reading graphic novels is so cute. That's why I want to get into them, because, you know, I've enjoyed the Heartstopper series so much. So this was really, really good. I don't even know if it's the best one yet. They're all just so good. I just love all of the graphic novels, so that's why I've bought a couple of Alice's books that aren't graphic novels, just because hopefully I would enjoy them. I hope so. And the last book that I bought in April was The Black Flamingo by Dean Atter. I think I bought this one because it was on an offer. Can you see how amazing that is? Like, look at the foil and the shine on there. It's so pretty. So this is, it says, this is not about being ready. It's not even about being fierce or fearless. It's about being free. Michael waits in the stage wings wearing a pink wig, pink fluffy coat and black heels. One more step will see him illuminated by the spotlight. I just think it sounds really cool and it's so pretty. So I'm looking forward to reading that one. So that means that in April I purchased or got my hands on 13 books. I did actually get my hands on more books last month. I think it was last month. But they're ones that have been kind of sent my way and I have not purchased. So I'm not counting them. Probably should, but I'm not going to. These are the books that I have kind of gone and chosen myself. So 13 books. So 13 add 9 is 22. So over 2 months, I bought 22 books. I know. It's not good, is it? Like, I actually need like a serious book ban where I'm actually not allowed to buy anything and I'm only allowed to read. And then the time that I spend book shopping, I could spend reading and I could read more books. What do we think? It's some smarts in here, you know, using my noggin. Yeah, so all in all, bought a lot of books. Probably going to take me a while to read all of them because, you know, like I say every single time, bought lots of books recently. I mean, I'm already on, half the way through May and I'm already on 3 books this month. So that's, to be fair, That's good going. Actually, it might be 4 compared to these months. So maybe if I could go the rest of the month without buying a single book, like another book even, it could be quite a good month. So fingers crossed for me. We want the next book haul to be a small one. It'll be May and June. We want May and June's book haul to be like an under 10-minute jobby. We do. Small. Very small. Because I've got a lot to read. So fingers crossed, yeah. Don't forget to let me know if you've read any of these books and you really enjoyed them, if they're in your favourites. Let me know down in the comment section. And, you know, I can try and read them sooner. I can try. I can't make any promises, but my good intentions will be there. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Happy reading, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!